Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios again for the postseason of your 2024 UFL Conference Championship Weekend Game Highlight Commentary. Now, don't get me wrong, I know it's been a while, but I figured the regular season, nobody really cared until the playoffs when the games really mattered, but for whatever reason, Butler's hands did not really matter too much for him. The Battlehawks would be forced to punt. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, pass over the middle, caught and ran into the end zone for the score as Michigan takes a lead on an Etling pass. Ensuing drive, San Antonio Brahmas on the move, handoff takes them inside Battlehawk territory. Meanwhile, 4th and 1 for the two-time reigning defending undisputed USFL champion, and they're participating in the Frank Costanza Challenge because
I stopped short.
Very next play for the Brahmas, inside the 45-yard line, play action fake complete, first down across the 25. 53-yard attempt for the Panthers following the turnover on downs. The kick is booted right down the middle through the uprights, and it's good. 9-0 lead over the two-time reigning champions. 3rd and goal inside the 5 for the Brahmas. They done drove all the way down the field for nothing. It's like getting Botox in your face only to go on Love Island UK. It served no purpose. You're still getting roasted. Think fast. Time for a little bit of trickery.
Oh, I missed.
An absolute disaster. Nothing but tomfoolery. Attempted a double reverse only to lose possession of the football. Meanwhile, for the two-time reigning champions attempting to make it to their 3rd straight championship, they're struggling to move the chains. As for the Brahmas, after getting the football back just a little under 2 minutes later, they'd find the end zone as Marquez Stevenson would go in untouched for the score, and on the 1-point conversion, a diving attempt would make it a 7-0 lead. Let's see if A.J. McCarron can do something here.
Holy shit.
I guess not.
Panthers driving down the field, 2nd and 6. They out there with butterfingers. They're able to maintain possession and then would connect on a 42-yard field goal to make this a 2-possession game and a 12-point lead over the two-time champion Stallions. Ensuing drive, final play of the first quarter. Martinez takes the snap, avoids the sack, but ain't nowhere to go. He's taken down for a 1-yard loss anyway. First play of the second quarter. Here come the Brahmas. Justin Smith catches it at the 50. Not a single soul near him. He'd go all the way into the end zone for the score. Brahmas take a 2-possession lead, and the Battlehawks getting their ass whipped at home in the conference championship. At least they would stop the 1-point conversion and keep the deficit 13. Let's check back in on the Stallions. Martinez looking right, got his man first down inside Panther territory. What the fuck you running for? Everybody know you were down by contact, just wasting energy. To make matters worse, referee didn't even put his hands up to celebrate a possible touchdown. Look at this man. Ensuing drive, now trailing by 2 scores. Here come the Battlehawks. McCarron looking left, got his man there inside Brahma territory. Very next play, following the first down, Martinez over the middle. Look at Sternberger. Man's looking like the UFL version of Gronkowski, just carrying Panthers inside the 5-yard line. Few plays later, from the 28-yard line, McCarron going for it all, and Butler tells a Brahma to hold his nuggets. Suck his dick on a magnificent over-the-back Genjutsu. The referees ruled this incomplete, and the side judge actually had cameras rolling from his perspective, because once Butler finally got possession of the football as it was bouncing around on top of homie's helmet right here, apparently the official said that right foot wasn't down, but I personally disagree. I think this should have been ruled a touchdown because he had possession when that right foot touched down here. Left foot was in bounds, so that should have been a score. Nevertheless, St. Louis denied a touchdown. They'd have to settle for a 46-yard field goal through the uprights, and it's good. 10-point game. Meanwhile, for the Stallions, they'd finally...
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
Well, damn, I thought they scored a touchdown. I guess not. 23-yard field goal. They're on the board now. Ensuing drive, they couldn't even settle in because the Panthers were on their ass. Hand off to McCray. Back-to-back carries. He'd take them deep inside of Stallions territory, and that would set them up for a 39-yard field goal booted through the uprights, and it's good. The lead is back to 12. Then on the ensuing kickoff, this turned into an episode of Looney Tunes. This man couldn't field the kick, and then for whatever reason, homie couldn't even pick up the ball. You would have thought they paid him handsomely to fumble that football. What the hell was he doing? He lucky they didn't turn the ball over. Never mind, 2 plays later, they turned the ball over anyway. The Panthers would turn that into a 25-yard field goal. They lead by 15 points with under 4 minutes left to go into half. But on the very next play from scrimmage, the Stallions have the football at midfield. Martinez airs it out. He's got Jordan Thomas wide open over the seam into the end zone for the score. Stallions finally find a touchdown, and they've cut their deficit back down to 1 score. The 2-point conversion was an absolute failure. Meanwhile, on the other end, Etling would take the Panthers inside Stallion territory. He'd fail to move the chains again, so they'd have to settle for a 51-yard field goal to make it a 2-possession game, but the kick is sailing wide to the left. No good. All momentum going the Stallions' way. Martinez looking left. He's got Williams inside Panther territory, but he's got Butterfingers. Fumbles on the play, but for whatever reason, the Panthers can't pick the football up, and they're going to maintain possession for the Stallions at the 30. That would set up a field goal for Birmingham. From 43 yards out, booted through the uprights and good. It's a 6-point game. If you're curious about what was going on between the Brahmas and Battlehawks, they were doing absolutely nothing. Final play of the half, McCarron's pass would be caught, but they'd fail to get out of bounds in time to set up a field goal, but more tragedy would strike as AJ apparently injured his knee on the final play. Luckily for the Battlehawks, he would return in the second half. Into the second half we go, and the most dangerous returner in the UFL, Dion Kane, fields the kick at the 19-yard line. He's got the sideline, would take it inside Panther territory across the 45. On the very next play, Martinez would attempt to reward him with a deep pass towards the end zone, but unfortunately he had a man.
Yoink!
But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted in the end zone. The Panthers would do absolutely nothing but activate a little bit of trickery on the fake punt, and they'd move the chains on a trick play, and now they're inside Stallion territory. Think fast for the Brahmas. Hand off to the former Pittsburgh Steeler, Anthony McFarland. Outraces the entire population of St. Louis all the way into the end zone, activating his dreadlock powers for the score. It's a 16-point lead for San Antonio. Unfortunately, they'd fail on the 2-point conversion, but that's neither here nor there. Etling's coughing up the ball, stripped from behind, picked up by the Stallions. Birmingham flips the momentum back in their favor, and Martinez is going to take advantage of nothing because he fumbles on the play 2 plays later, and the Stallions lose the football. Things looking bleak right now for the Battlehawks. 4th and 5, McCarron back shoulder, got Butler. His hands work this time, keeps his feet in bounds. First down, 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. It seems like the average field position for both these teams have been the 45-yard line. Etling's got nowhere to go, taken down for a sack. Another dreadlocked man making a play. That derailed the Panthers' drive. It'd go to shit, and they'd be forced to punt the football. Then the next 2 minutes would activate the clutch gene of A.J. McCarron and the St. Louis Battlehawks. Straight out the gate, following the catch from Butler, McCarron would find his man for the score. A little bit of trickery for the 2-point conversion, but unfortunately for Butler, the second time today, he'd be ruled out of bounds on a corner catch. Did not matter, because the very next play from scrimmage, the Brahmas don't know how to handle a football. It was a frenzy to find a pigskin. It's scooped up by the Battlehawks, and they're in the end zone for the score. They've scored double-digit points in less than 30 seconds. But for whatever reason, they tried to run a little bit of trickery again on the 2-point conversion, and it absolutely failed. This could have been a tie game if they knew how to run 2-point conversions correctly. Meanwhile, over for Birmingham, a little over 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Martinez had eons to throw the football. Instead, tries to use his legs, got nowhere to go. Quick 3 and out for the Stallions, but then the Panthers would do no better because Etling out here cooking up apple turnovers, throws it right into the arms of the Stallions, and now Birmingham has all momentum in their favor as they take it inside Panther territory. Meanwhile, momentum is not on the side of the Brahmas after giving up 12 unanswered points, but a huge carry would take them inside the 20 on Battlehawk territory. 2nd and 3 from inside Panther territory. Change at quarterback. It didn't mean shit because Corral's pass is ricocheted and intercepted. Barely 90 seconds after throwing that earlier interception, Etling would do it again, right into the arms of the Stallions again. Is this man throwing the game? And it'd be returned all the way to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Panthers have lost the lead in this bitch. The Brahmas would connect on a 31-yard field goal, they'd regain a 7-point lead. It's tied up for Birmingham, and Etling is under duress. This man is seeing ghosts out there, looking like Sam Darnold on his best day. Can't move the chains at all. Top of the fourth quarter we go. Corral better get it together. Throws a laser down the middle of the field to Jennings for a huge first down to the 20, and then a few plays later, Corral looking left, got Rodgers wide open. For whatever reason, the Panthers refused to go tackle, and they've given up the lead for the first time today. Desperation starting to set in for the Panthers. Etling would go down the field, take it inside Stallion territory, but on 3rd and 8, his pass would be batted down, so they'd have to settle for yet another field goal from 44 yards.
I blocked it.
It's blocked by the Stallions. The heart of a champion has showed itself here as Birmingham has all of the momentum. Somebody better tell the Battlehawks to try to do the same thing. McCarron steps up in the pocket, looking over the middle. He's got his man wide open, outrunning San Antonio deep inside Brahma territory across the 35-yard line. You know everything's going wrong for Michigan because they sacked Corral a couple of plays later, but still he's able to find Deion Kane to move down the field for a first down.
Oh, hell no!
After the McCarron sack, 50-yard field goal for the Battlehawks indoors, but somehow sailing wide to the right, no good. 21 unanswered points for the Stallions, and it's not slowing down anytime soon, cause Person goes diving into the end zone, shades of Reggie Bush.
27
unanswered points for the Stallions. And look at the one-point conversion. Thomas caught the ball at its apex, and they knocked his helmet off, and he still didn't put the ball on the ground. This is too easy for the defending champs. Right now, it's only a 7-point lead for the Brahmas, but they just need to maintain possession of the football and continue to eat clock. They'd pick up a first down. Can't say the same for Etling and the Panthers because they need to put on points and put on points fast. 3rd and 5 with 2:30 left to go. Etling, dumbass, takes a sack, and now it's a desperation 4th down. Can't waste any timeouts. Etling would take the snap, rolling towards his left, waiting for somebody to come open. Launches the football down the field, but is he going to get a reception? Absolutely not. It's picked off by the defense. The 3rd interception of the day by the Stallions. 45-yard field goal to make this a 2-possession game through the uprights, and it's good. The Brahmas are up by 10. What can A.J. McCarron pull out of his asshole this time around? Fakes right, rolling towards his left, got his man for a first down. But despite them moving down the field, they're running out of time. 2 timeouts remaining, another first down, but 21 seconds left to play. McCarron takes the snap, launches it towards the end zone, but the pass sails incomplete. Meanwhile, for the Stallions, 1 first down ends this game, but unfortunately for Person, he'd fail to move the chains, but with 13 seconds remaining, what else can these boys even do? Hearts breaking in St. Louis because this was their best opportunity to put points on the board and still have time. 1st and 10 for Etling, ran into his own man, taken down for the sack. There's no way to stop the clock, and Birmingham comes from behind, scoring 28 unanswered points to return to the championship for the 3rd consecutive year as they take down the Panthers 31-18. 12 seconds left to go, 2 timeouts, and look at the inexperience. Mans caught it over the middle, juggled the football, went straight down to the ground, and now with 5 seconds left to play, 4th and 10, last play, last chance for the game. Pass sails incomplete, and the Brahmas have done it. Drop the Gatorade on top of Wade Phillips' old ass because you're headed to the championship as you take down the Battlehawks 25-15 and you claim the XFL Conference Championship, and you're on to meet the Stallions next week. But unfortunately for both the Michigan Panthers and the St. Louis Battlehawks, they would have to take out their Metro card and get aboard the L train. But their ride would be short-lived because they've arrived at Elimination Station and they go somewhere different for their failures of playing adequate in a conference championship game. Their failures of taking advantage of their opposition. Consider their names written down the Death Note because their dreams of preventing the Stallions are for going for an opportunity of a three-peat of a championship in a football Basketball League, their failures of getting A.J. McCarron finally hoisting up a Spring League championship, their failures of stopping the Brahmas and Old Man Phillips from possibly winning another title has been absolutely deleted.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the death note.
Delete!
Delete.
You will rest in peace. Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true! Please! Please!
What are you waiting for, huh? Oh my god.